Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're over 60 and you've noticed your legs aren't what they used to be, maybe you're pushing off your knees to stand up, stairs feel like a gym session, or you're wobbling a bit crossing the living room, this one's for you. Most people chalk it up to just getting older. But here's the truth, it's not always age. It could be one of the earliest signs of something called sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. It sneaks up quietly, no pain, no swelling, until one day you're struggling to get out of a chair. But here's the awesome news. You can rebuild your leg strength in just days with 3 key vitamins. No crazy workouts, no expensive treatments, just the right nutrients at the right time. In this video, I'm breaking down the 3 essential vitamins every senior needs, why deficiencies make your legs feel weak and heavy, and how to combine them safely for a fast recovery. This isn't fluff or rumors. It's backed by clinical studies, real research, and years of expertise. Stick with me to the end because I'm also sharing a vitamin routine most people miss, but works like a charm. Let's dive in. After 60, your body starts changing in subtle but real ways. Your bones get more fragile, your blood flow slows, and your muscles, especially in your legs, start to weaken. According to the American Geriatric Society, people over 60 lose 1–3% of their muscle mass every year. That means in just 5 years, you could lose up to 15% of your leg strength without even noticing. Tasks like standing up or walking a few steps get harder, even if you're eating well and feeling okay otherwise. So why does this happen? There are 3 big reasons. First, vitamin deficiencies. As we age, our gut doesn't absorb nutrients as well, and our stomach produces less acid. This leads to low levels of vitamins D, B12, and B1, vitamins critical for muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Second, poor blood circulation. Slower blood flow means less oxygen and nutrients reach your legs, causing early fatigue, cramps, or that heavy, tired feeling. Third, less movement. If you're walking less or avoiding stairs, your leg muscles weaken and shrink over time. And even if you stay active without the right nutrients, your muscles can't fully rebuild. The good news? You can reverse this in days by replenishing these 3 key vitamins. Let's break them down one by one, starting with the vitamin most seniors don't get enough of, vitamin D3. Vitamin D3, the muscle activator. Vitamin D3 isn't just a vitamin, it's like a master switch for your muscles, bones, and nerves. Here's the problem. After 60, your body's ability to make D3 drops big time. Your skin gets thinner, your liver and kidneys slow down, and if you're not out in the sun much, your D3 levels tank. This shuts down critical systems in your body. Your legs feel heavy, you move slower, and worst of all, you might start losing your balance because of a sneaky D3 deficiency. Why is D3 such a big deal? It helps your body absorb calcium, which keeps your bones strong, but it also makes sure your muscle fibers contract properly, supports smooth nerve signaling, and prevents muscle atrophy, the slow muscle wasting that creeps in with age. Without enough D3, your body's like an old machine with faulty wiring, weak and unreliable. How do you know if you're low on D3? Look for signs like leg weakness, especially on stairs, feeling wiped out just from standing or walking, nighttime leg cramps, trouble turning or stepping quickly, or pain in your hips, knees, or heels. Some folks even notice mild anxiety, restlessness, or trouble sleeping. These can all be early clues of D3 deficiency, often mistaken for normal aging. What does the science say? A University of Birmingham study found that people over 65 who took 800 IU of D3 daily saw their leg strength improve by 19% in just 5 days. A Chinese study showed seniors taking D3 with light exercise had better leg power and balance in weeks. And Harvard's Geriatric Research Center found that older adults with low D3 were 40% more likely to fall or end up in the hospital compared to those with normal levels. The message is clear. D3 doesn't just protect your bones. It keeps you steady and independent. So, how does D3 work? It boosts calcium absorption, builds new muscle fibers, improves muscle response time, reduces hidden inflammation in your muscles, and makes movement smoother and less painful. When your D3 levels are back on track, it's like flipping a switch. Your muscles and joints come alive again. How much D3 do you need? For most people over 60, experts recommend 800-1,000 IU of D3 daily. If you've had falls or feel frail, 1,500-2,000 IU might be better, but always check with your doctor. Take D3 in the morning or early afternoon with a meal that has healthy fats, like salmon, eggs, or olive oil, for the best absorption. Avoid taking it before bed, as it can mess with your sleep. Can you get enough D3 from food? Not really. A 100-gram serving of fish has about 500 IU, an egg has 40 IU, and a glass of fortified milk has around 100 IU. You'd need to eat a ton of fish, eggs, or milk daily to hit 1,000 IU, which isn't practical for most seniors. That's why supplements are often the way to go. Who needs D3 supplements? If you're over 60, spend little time outdoors, feel unsteady, have fallen before, have osteoporosis, joint pain, or eat a plant-based diet low in dairy or fish, D3 should be your top priority. A quick warning, while D3 is generally safe, taking too much, over 4,000 IU daily for a long time, can cause issues like high calcium levels, kidney stones, nausea, or irregular heartbeats. Stick to the right dose, check your levels regularly, and you're golden. Vitamin D3 is the spark that reignites your leg strength. In just days, it can make your legs feel stronger, your steps lighter, and your confidence soar. We covered how vitamin D3 is like a master switch, firing up your muscles and bones. Now, let's talk about the next key player, vitamin B12. This one's a game changer for your nerves, balance, and leg confidence, and it's often overlooked by seniors. Stick with me, because this vitamin is critical for keeping your legs steady and your movements sharp. Vitamin B12, the nerve connector. You might know B12 as the vitamin for energy or memory, but here's something most people don't realize. It's absolutely vital for the connection between your brain and your leg muscles. B12 keeps your nerves healthy, ensures smooth communication, and helps you move with coordination and quick reflexes. When your B12 levels drop, that brain-to-muscle connection gets fuzzy, and your legs are usually the first to show it. What happens when you're low on B12? You might feel tingling, burning, or numbness in your feet, weakness in your legs when standing or walking, or like your legs are asleep and not responding. Some folks notice trouble balancing on flat ground, feeling wobbly, or needing help to walk. Beyond your legs, low B12 can also cause mood swings, mild sadness, forgetfulness, or brain fog. These signs creep in slowly, so a lot of seniors mistake them for just getting older. But they are actually classic red flags of a B12 deficiency. Why is B12 deficiency so common after 60? Two main reasons. First, absorption issues. As we age, our stomachs produce less acid, especially if you're on meds like ranitidine or omeprazole for heartburn. Less stomach acid means it's harder to pull B12 from food. Second, diet limitations. B12 is mostly found in meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. If you eat less meat, follow a plant-based diet, or avoid dairy, you're at higher risk of coming up short, even if your diet's healthy overall. This is why B12 deficiency is so widespread among seniors. What does the research say? A study from Oxford University found that seniors over 65 with low B12 levels walked slower, had worse balance, and were twice as likely to fall within a year compared to those with normal levels. Another clinical trial in the Journal of Gerontology gave seniors 1,000 micrograms of B12 daily for 8 weeks. The results? Less numbness, better stability, stronger legs, and faster reaction times. B12 doesn't just clear your mind, it keeps your body steady and in control. How does B12 work? B12 supports the protective sheath around your nerves, boosts red blood cell production, and improves oxygen delivery to your muscles. This means sharper signals from your brain to your legs, more energy for movement, and muscles that actually listen when you tell them to move. Without enough B12, your nerves glitch, your muscles misfire, and your legs feel disconnected. Who's at risk for B12 deficiency? You're more likely to be low on B12 if you're over 60, regularly use antacids or acid blockers, follow a low-meat or vegetarian diet, take metformin for diabetes, have digestive issues like gastritis or IBS, drink alcohol often, or have had weight loss or stomach surgery. If any of this sounds like you, a quick blood test can check your B12 levels. Subtle signs to watch. For some people don't get the classic tingling or numbness. Instead, they might drop things, feel clumsy, have nagging headaches, or feel tired no matter how much they rest. You might notice occasional foot pain or a buzzing sensation. These are your body's way of waving a warning flag. The sooner you act, the faster you recover. How much B12 do you need? For most seniors, 500 to 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin daily is safe and effective. Methylcobalamin is the active form of B12, so your body can use it right away without converting it. Key for seniors since conversion slows with age. You can find it as chewables, sublingual tablets, or sprays that dissolve under your tongue. Take it in the morning or with lunch and avoid coffee or tea, which can block absorption. Can you get enough B12 from food? In theory, yes, but it's tough. Here's the math. 3 ounces of beef liver has about 70 micrograms. 3 ounces of salmon has 4.5 micrograms. 1 large egg has 0.5 micrograms. And a cup of milk has about 1 microgram. You'd need to eat a lot of liver, fish, or dairy daily to hit your needs, which isn't realistic for most. That's where supplements come in. Is B12 safe? B12 is water-soluble, so your body flushes out any extra. It's one of the safest supplements out there with no known toxic dose in healthy people. If you're on blood thinners or have kidney issues, check with your doctor first. Otherwise, B12 is a simple, effective way to boost energy, sharpen nerve function, and take back control of your legs. Real results. Seniors who start B12 often say they feel steadier walking, regain feeling in their feet, stand up with more confidence, and even sleep better once nerve symptoms fade. B12 isn't just a brain vitamin, it's a movement vitamin. It reconnects your brain to your body so your legs feel stronger, your muscles respond faster, and your confidence comes roaring back. If you've been feeling off, unusual sensations, leg weakness, or balance issues, don't sleep on B12. It's what your nerves have been craving. That's it for vitamin B12, the nerve connector that keeps your legs steady and responsive. We've got one more vitamin to cover, and it's the secret to banishing leg fatigue and powering your muscles. If you've been with me so far, you know vitamin D3 kickstarts your muscles and bones, and B12 keeps your nerves firing for balance and coordination. Today, we're wrapping up with the third piece of the puzzle, vitamin B1, also called thiamine. This one's your secret weapon against leg fatigue and for powering up your muscle energy. Plus, I'll show you how to combine all 3 vitamins for maximum results. Let's jump in. Vitamin B1, thiamine, the energy booster. You've probably heard less about vitamin B1 compared to D3 or B12, but don't sleep on it. Thiamine is the spark that fuels your muscles, turning food into energy your body can actually use. If D3 flips the switch and B12 connects the wires, B1 is the gas in the tank. Without it, even strong bones and healthy nerves can't keep your legs moving. Your leg muscles, being some of the biggest in your body, need a constant supply of B1 to stay active and avoid that heavy, worn-out feeling. What happens when you're low on B1? You might notice your legs feel weak or super tired even after light activity, muscle cramps, especially in your calves or feet, or a dragging sensation when you walk. Climbing stairs might leave you out of breath, and some folks feel lightheaded or wiped out after standing up. Other signs include mental fatigue, loss of appetite, or just not feeling motivated to move. These are all clues your muscle energy is running on empty, and B1 is often the culprit. Why do seniors run low on B1? A few reasons. First, your gut absorbs less thiamine from food as you age. Second, medications like diuretics, common for blood pressure or heart issues, flush B1 out through urine. Metformin and some antibiotics can also mess with B1 levels. Third, alcohol, even a glass of wine or beer regularly can block B1 absorption. And finally, diet. Processed foods strip out B1, and if you're not eating enough whole grains or legumes, you might not get enough. What's the science behind B1? A 2021 Tokyo University study found over 30% of seniors had low B1 levels, and those folks had weaker legs, walked slower, and felt more muscle fatigue. After taking B1 supplements, they saw big improvements in energy, walking distance, and stair climbing ability. Another study in the Journal of Neurological Sciences gave patients with chronic leg fatigue 100 milligrams of thiamine daily. After just 7 days, 82% felt more endurance, and 68% had less leg heaviness and pain. No side effects reported. How does B1 work? B1 powers the Krebs cycle, your body's main energy factory, helping muscle cells churn out ATP, the fuel for every step, breath, and movement. It also supports nerve signals, especially in the nerves controlling your legs and feet. Without enough B1, it's like driving a car with no bantas. Everything's in place, but nothing moves smoothly. How much B1 do you need? The daily recommended dose is 1.2 milligrams for men and 1 milligrams for women. But for seniors with fatigue or leg weakness, doctors often suggest 50 to 100 milligrams daily for therapeutic benefits. Since B1 is water-soluble, your body safely pees out any extra. Take it in the morning with a meal that has protein or healthy fats for best absorption. Skip alcohol, coffee, or black tea with it, as they can block uptake. Can you get enough B1 from a food? Sure, but it takes effort. Whole grains like brown rice or oats, legumes like beans or lentils, sunflower seeds, and pork or organ meats are great sources. But most seniors don't eat enough of these daily, and meds or health conditions can limit absorption. Supplements are often a simpler fix. Who should consider B1 supplements? Check your B1 levels or try a safe daily dose. If you have type 2 diabetes, drink alcohol regularly, take diuretics, metformin, or acid blockers, feel leg fatigue with light activity, or have unexplained weight loss or low appetite. It's a low-risk way to boost energy. Is B1 safe? Thiamine is one of the safest supplements out there, even at higher doses. There's no known toxic limit, but if you're on meds or have liver or kidney issues, check with your doctor before going high dose. Real-world results. Seniors often feel more energized in just 3 to 5 days. Lighter legs, easier walking, less effort on stairs, and a natural urge to move more. It's like adding fuel to an engine that's been sputtering. Combining the big three for best results. Now that you know how D3, B12, and B1 supercharge your legs, let's talk about putting them together for the biggest impact. Timing and consistency are everything. Here's a simple plan. Vitamin D3, take 800 1000 IU or 1500 2000 IU if frail, with doctor approval, in the morning with a fat-rich breakfast. Think yogurt, eggs, or avocado. Fat helps absorption, and morning timing avoids sleep issues. Vitamin B12. Take 500 1000 micrograms of methylcobalamin around midday or with lunch. Use a sublingual tablet or lozenge, and skip coffee or tea to maximize absorption. This keeps you alert without messing with your sleep. Vitamin B1. Take 50 to 100 milligrams in the morning with breakfast, ideally with protein or whole grains. This fuels your energy for the day and pairs well with D3. A sample day? Breakfast. Greek yogurt, a boiled egg, 1 D3 capsule, and 1 B1 tablet. Lunch. Grilled salmon or tofu with veggies and a B12 lozenge. This hits all 3 vitamins at the right times with the right foods. What about multivitamins? Check the label. Many senior formulas skimp on D3, B12, or B1, so you might still need separate supplements. Take multis with a meal, morning or lunch, for best results, and never on an empty stomach. If you're on meds or have chronic conditions, talk to your doctor to avoid interactions. Safety tips: vitamins are powerful, but use them wisely, especially over 60. Don't double up on doses thinking more is better. It won't speed things up and could cause issues. For example, too much D3, over 4000 IU daily long-term, can raise calcium levels, leading to nausea, kidney stones, or confusion. If you have kidney or liver problems, get your doctor's okay before starting, as these organs process vitamins. Watch for side effects like headaches, appetite loss, or tingling, and stop if anything feels off. Finally, get your D3 and B12 levels checked every 6-12 months to stay in the safe zone. If your legs have been feeling weak, heavy, or unsteady, it's not just age, and it's definitely not permanent. Vitamin D3 rebuilds your muscles and bones, B12 sharpens your nerves and balance, and B1 fuels your energy and stamina. Together, they're a powerhouse trio that can bring back your strength, confidence, and freedom to move. The catch? You've got to take action. Whether it's grabbing a supplement, checking your blood levels, or talking to your doctor. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried D3, B12, or B1? Did you notice a difference in your energy, strength, or balance? Share your story in the comments. We learned so much from each other. If you found this series helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more senior health tips. Thanks for watching. Take care of those legs and keep moving strong, one step at a time.